Whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station be held by anybody else, these pages must show. That's the first line from David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. I couldn't have told you that before I read it, but I like that. I like it a lot. And I think we are all our own personal heroes, even me, here on the road to 40. I'm Jason Oliveira, in case you didn't know, my friends. I think there's a little hero in everybody. There's also a little villain, I think. That whole angel on one shoulder and devil on the other ain't too far from the truth, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. Don't take my word on it. I feel like during times of crisis in our country, in our world, in our own little personal lives, not little, but personal, we have the opportunity at every intersection to be the hero or the villain. And it's so easy. Or I think you could be neutral, too. I think there's a path most taken. And oftentimes those those lines can get blurred a little bit too. No pun intended. But we come to these little pivoting points, I think, and they're really transitionary too, because they kind of make you aware of who you are for a moment. It's not often. I can't tell you honestly, like the last time that position was put before me. But I think about the things that are going on right now in, where the hell is it? It's where my grandfather was from. Missouri? Ferguson? Is that what it is? I could be wrong. But every person who, obviously what happened was a great tragedy, a horrible thing that shouldn't have happened. But the good people, I think, are the protesters, the silent or at least the peaceful protesters. And I think that's the majority for the most part. But when it first popped off, the first news was, I love how we throw it all over the media too. There's looting and raiding and there's not enough police to stop them. Why do we air stuff like that? Like, I mean, not those words exactly, but basically telling people, you got free reign of the city, go crazy, do whatever you want. That's those moments, those pivotal moments. Because you could do one thing. You could stay in your house and, defend where you are. You could join the masses, the hysteria, the craziness, and just go crazy. Which is just, I mean, there's a primal nature in people to do things like that from time to time. I don't disagree. I don't believe that there isn't that in people. If you don't have some kind of primal consciousness to you, then I don't think you're human. Like, I think there is a part of us that maybe held over from the days of the apes or something. I don't know. But, yeah. And there's nothing more fulfilling than taking the high road. Now, in this case that I'm talking about, you go out and you help store owners. You do what you can to defend the public that has nothing to do with what's going on. Like, why are you smashing windows and stealing stuff? Why? That has nothing to... Someone got shot and the police... like, I can understand speaking out. And, I mean, maybe in great number. Like, I mean, there's been... Because of the whole anonymous thing, did you see the video they posted? If I remember, I'll put it over here. Telling the people to take their streets back. It was kind of like... But do it peacefully. Which I deeply respected they got to that point, finally, along the trail. Because... Unless, I don't know. I never see violence being the answer to anything. Like, I can't see that. Like, and I don't remember... I've never... This, you may not believe me. I've given in to anger before, but I've never given in to violence. I've never been violent. I've never... I think I've told you this before. I've never thrown a punch at anyone before. I'd like to before I die. I mean, it looks like it's fun, but I don't want to get punched. Getting hit sucks. But to be that individual is the rare thing, I think. Because it's easy to in your head, hole up in your apartment. It's okay to do that. Just Just wait it out, when you hear doors being busted down, and stuff like that. Like, I feel like the hero is the one that steps up, and it's so rare that people do. But you hear more and more about it, I think, and especially if you can be a hero in a group. If you can be a superhero team, you're all set. Because the minute someone's by your side, I think it makes everything easier. So maybe that's where the sidekick came from. I don't know. I don't know how he ties into this whole conversation. Check this out. Well, this is one of the drawings I'm working on for Brad's thing. Man, this thing is just... I am pounding... I'm doing all I can here. That's Charlie. See, it's so light. Like, over here I can see all the age in his face, but I scan it in and that goes away. But it's been making me improve my inking skills a lot, and I'm thrilled with it. Because, like, I used to ink one way, and then I've watched a lot of inking videos, Jim Lee inking. Oh, my God, forget about it. Like, or a lot of these guys. There's a guy, Van Dyke. He does a lot of gorilla and monkey pictures. If you get a chance to look him up, if you like art, I wish I could tell you his name. I'll look it up because it's only fair that I give it to you because he's awesome. Silent Hills looks awesome. It looks like something that's make me not want to sleep. Van Dyke artist. Anthony Van Dyke? I don't think so. I don't think I got something right there. No, it's not Anthony Van Dyke. I'll find it, and I'll pass this information along. I hope this records tonight. I had an incident last night, if you didn't know, where I didn't get about 10 minutes full of video that I recorded. Oh, so depressing. Damn, I cannot find this guy. This is crazy. Damn, maybe I'm getting his name wrong. I'll find it. If I remember it, then... Oh, where's my camera? Let me get rid of this. If I remember it, then I'll put something right here. 7 minutes and 14 seconds. I can do this. My dog tore up my idea for a story. There's little pieces of it everywhere. Thankfully, I remembered most of it, and I wrote it down today. 7 minutes, 14 seconds. Van Dyke. I think that's his name. Something Van Dyke or Van Dyke. It's an interesting name. And I think you should check out. There's one video that he inks. I'll put the Jim Lee one too. I can't remember where it was, so I'll just do this. 7:45. Jim Lee ink Batman or the owl. Oh, it's the guy that draws like McFarlane. He drew Spawn. Greg Capullo. There's a drawing of his that gets inked by the inker on the job, the inkist, the ink master. And it's an owl, and it's a long video. It's like, I think it's like 45 minutes, and that's sped up too. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like 20 minutes, half hour. It's long though. But it's worth it. Every moment of it, just watching his techniques and how this guy does it, and then, occasionally letting your eyes look at the whole picture and then just look at the, the focus or whatever. Unbelievable. But this Van Dyke guy is the best inker in the business. I don't care what anybody says. He does everything really well. Even his spatter is like, it's almost like it's planned out. It's so good. Spatter. Well, I'm having a good night. I don't know about you guys. About 9-minute mark here. I'm gonna bust into. I'm gonna go random tonight in the book of questions. Sorry about that. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. I wanted to show you something. You probably already know about this, or other people probably don't. So much art. I've been creating so much art. I haven't opened it yet. I actually wanted to wait and open it on the show. So I don't know how this popped up. Oh, I was ordering the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Monster Manual for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. And this is by I can't remember the name of the company, but it's Pathfinder, the people who make the Pathfinder game. It's called Plot Twist Cards. There's 51 unique cards. And I am very hands-on creative. I do a lot of writing in and outside of the Dungeons and Dragons. Hidden Asset. Oh, it's like an old pack of cigarettes here. Well, I guess they still do them like this. I just don't know. Maybe not. Oh, Christ. So this is kind of an unboxing, huh? This is unboxing plot twist cards. Oftentimes, they used to have these cards for 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons. Random events. It's when they invented, actually, the Wild Mage, and there's another class that they invented at the time. I've actually had an idea. There's critical hit deck, a critical miss deck. There's a ton of different decks out there of these cards that you can incorporate into if you happen to play Pathfinder or the system altogether. I don't know what these are. Instructions. I can't read that. Even with these glasses on, I can't read that. So I noticed the first one when I popped open the deck, called Hidden Asset. Target gains access to an item on his person as a free action. You find a tool to pick your manacles. An ally appears from nowhere. New information brings around a foe. An unrevealed skill surfaces. I don't know what that is. I'll have to read what the actual ruling is on these. Let's see. Well, I guess I should probably tell you. Because there's the hidden asset. Target gains access to blah, 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 blah. And I thought maybe those would be different uses, like possible uses. Using plot twist cards. Okay. Interpretation. Flexibility. Example of play. The Curse of the Crimson Throne deck. Adventure Gear 1 and 2 decks. That would be handy, but I would need like thousands of those cards. They did that back in 2nd edition. I tell you, no lie. They did a really cool deck of cards. Few deck of cards. They were really shitty quality cards, but nonetheless. All right, let's pick another one just so I can kind of... Revelation. Target gains effect to see invisibility for 3 rounds. Or... Okay, that must be an option. Revelation. Some secret is unexpectedly unveiled. A previously hidden foe reveals himself. A dying man whispers vital information. Unconnected events suddenly... Okay, so that little thing must be just an ability, I guess. Marked by the gods, a deity shows her favor. Someone seen that. These are cool. These are really cool. The critical hit and miss I haven't really looked at either. I'll probably do one of those each a night for a while, just because they're neat. I get them really cheap through work too because of my discount. So it's worth it to check stuff out like this, especially even just to do this. It's fun. Maybe you were thinking about getting them. If you were thinking about getting them, I'd definitely say go for the plot twist card so far. I haven't read all the instructions, so I can't give you a full review. But they seem like fun. If you like to just throw something out there sometime, spice it up a little bit, go for it. Don't want it? Don't. You don't have to buy them. We're living in a violent world. A lot of bad people out there, folks. That's why we got to stick together here on the road to 40. That's what I say. Because when all goes to hell, block of corn. Oh, I haven't forgotten. Never forget. Block of corn. Well, anyway, if you guys are loving these, please subscribe. Pass them along to anybody else who you know who might like listening to a 39-year-old man ramble on every night. If they're 39, that, we're on the same road together, kinda. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a burger, a delicious burger with cheese. Make sure it's grain-fed and cage-free. Then make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. And let's make the world spin a little happier together. I'm Jason Oliveira. This is The Road to 40. I'll see you guys a little bit further on down the road. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't think... Good Lord. We're going to have another one tonight. All right. I'll see you guys later.